Hey, good morning and welcome to Daybreak Plus on WGRZ Plus. And we are now a week away from Christmas Eve, believe it or not, right?
Yeah, a week from Tuesday, getting the trees up at the house. Well, it wasn't up yesterday. I think we did a little story about it.
Yeah, it's been up and down and up and down, up and down. Yeah, I get it.
Not only our spirits, but our tree.
Like the temperatures. We're going to be talking about the weather in just a couple of minutes. But you know what? We want to talk about the Bills first today. Heads up, Bills fans, the upcoming game against the Patriots has been flexed to 4:25 on Sunday. Remember, the kickoff was supposed to be at 1 o'clock, and usually the NFL flexes games late in the season to feature high-stakes divisional matchups or games with major playoff implications. But as you can see, the Bills have already wrapped up the division because if you go to our RANCam, there you see it. They hung those banners on City Hall yesterday. AFC East champions. The City Hall is lit up in red and blue at night. So why would the NFL move the game to a later slot, despite the AFC East already being decided?
I think we know why.
I think we know why. And Adam Benini and Vic Carucci know why better than us.
Patriots this weekend has been flexed from 1 o'clock at Highmark Stadium Sunday to 4:25. And we all know the big reason behind that, Vic Carucci. That is Josh Allen. His level of performance, his status as a true bona fide superstar. Yep. What he's doing, and the latest example in the win over the Lions, this is historic, like all-time NFL stuff.
Yeah, no question about it. He has taken his game and really the quarterback position to levels that we have not seen. We've seen really good running quarterbacks. We've obviously great passing quarterbacks, but Josh Allen is doing it all, and he does it in ways that makes for incredible football watching. You don't have to be a Bills fan to enjoy watching this kind of performance, and that speaks volumes as to why CBS wants to put this game in its largest viewing window.
All right, so there you have it. Josh Allen with another superhuman performance on Sunday. I mean, you look at the last 3 weeks, the body of work, and it's no wonder that the league officials want to have a bigger audience because it's just fun football to watch, right?
And you know, a lot of our games, which have been on the national scene, I hear from my buddies in California, other parts of the country, and they're just like, oh, we're all watching the Bills game. I mean, because it's appointment television. And here's the other interesting thing. How many years would never a Bills-Patriots game been flexed?
Oh, yeah.
Or if it was flexed, it was because of the Patriots.
Absolutely.
But to have this game flexed because of the Bills, that's cool.
But when you think of it, people love scoring, you know? Yeah. And the Bills have put up almost 90 points in two games.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable. But weather-wise, it's going to be a cold. Oh, look at that. Yeah. It's cold weather game.
Well, it's 17. How about that?
Yeah, but sunshine, which will go away now that the game's an evening game.
Exactly. Well, that's a Josh Allen game. 17, the temperature.
Beautiful.
It's going to be a cold game. It's going to be the coldest game of the season so far, and kickoff temperature is likely in the teens. So that's kind of a little preview.
Right now, it's a different story. I'll get out of your way.
Yeah. All right. I'll meet you over there in a bit.
All right.
That's kind of a scary looking buffalo and that beautiful tapestry. All right, cloudy and quiet today, snow and rain tomorrow in the afternoon with a little accumulation. Late week and weekend cold and some light snow, especially Friday into Saturday. So there will be a wintry scene coming up to end the week. It doesn't look like a lot of snow, just some light snow coming at us. Check out the chairlift. All right, that's kind of cool. We've got today 41, tonight 34, and then as we head into tomorrow, again, dry in the morning, but some late morning, early afternoon rain and snow showers moving through. Kind of gusty out there, winds coming down just a bit, but still in that 25 to 30 mile an hour range. Lots of cloud cover, it looks like today with no precipitation. It's going to stay dry, but holding steady close to 40. Here's the weather system here we're watching for tomorrow. It's going to move through very quickly with a little swath of rain and snow tomorrow afternoon. Lots of the area will see snow, but closer to the lakeshore, you'll see temperatures will be in the mid to upper 30s, so it'll be maybe a little more in the form of rain. Today, breezy, cloudy, temperatures climbing very little. We're just going to kind of hold steady. In fact, we'll begin to drop off a little bit this afternoon with numbers falling into the upper 30s. Cloudy tonight and dry, and then for tomorrow morning, dry in the morning, but then notice rain and snow showers coming through quickly in the afternoon. And then it looks like by tomorrow evening, it's pretty much wrapped up. And then as we head into Thursday, mainly dry, perhaps a few snow showers off the lake for the southern tier. And then you may have heard about this. This is a look into Christmas week. Temperatures coast to coast, border to border, above normal. It's going to be a warm Christmas, at least warmer than average for much of the nation, including right here in Western New York. So there we go. So for today, cloudy skies 41, southwest breezes tonight down to 34, long range forecast. Dry weather Thursday for Buffalo and Niagara Falls. Snow showers on Friday, maybe even into Saturday. Cold temperatures Sunday. It does rebound Monday, and then it gets much warmer as we approach Christmas, which is a week from tomorrow. For the south towns in the southern tier, rain and snow showers tomorrow. There might be a few snow showers here on Thursday off the lake. And then you'll see light snow on Friday, snow showers into Saturday, and cold for the Bills game on Sunday, Pete.
So send a memo to Santa to put wheels on the sleigh for next week, right?
Yep. Michelin, go for it.
All right. Well, we are also following up on a developing story, an international story that's put Western New York in the spotlight. A Russian national who managed to avoid airport security and sneak onto a plane from New York to Paris is in custody here in Buffalo today. It's just one of the many stories we're working on for later today, and Daybreak's Natalie Faust joins us in the newsroom with more on this captivating story. Natalie?
Hey there, Pete and Patrick. Svetlana Dali has a hearing in federal court that's scheduled for 1:30 today, and we've got a little background on why law enforcement was looking for her in the first place. Last month, Dali allegedly snuck past security, got on a plane at John F. Kennedy Airport without a boarding pass. The flight landed in Paris, where French authorities arrested the Russian national. Dali was eventually released without paying bail, but she did have a list of conditions she had to follow, including not traveling outside of a designated area while she awaits the trial. So many of you may be wondering, where does Buffalo come into play here? Well, it appears Dali did not follow her court orders. According to NBC News, she's been staying with her boyfriend in Philadelphia. The boyfriend says she allegedly cut off her ankle monitor and disappeared. He contacted law enforcement after finding the severed device. NBC News says Dali allegedly took a Greyhound bus to Buffalo and eventually got stopped while trying to get into Canada. Again, Dali's federal court hearing is scheduled for 1:30 p.m. here today. Two on your side will be following any major developments to come out of court. Pete, Patrick?
Yeah, once again, we don't know where specifically in Western New York the bus was pulled over and she was arrested, but she was headed for Canada. Thank you very much, Natalie. And since the end of Daybreak, we've also been working to try to learn more about a hit and run in the town of Evans yesterday. We learned about it this morning around 6 a.m. We called the police department for more information in Evans. We're told the incident happened on Derby Road, and the victim was 89 years old. Now, that man suffered many injuries. We don't know the make and model of the vehicle involved, but police tell us that he was just at his mailbox on the side of the road when he was hit and the car took off. Police tell us they are looking at pieces of a side view mirror that were found at the scene. We'll also be paying attention to the sentencing hearing of Michael Elmore. He's the man responsible for the death of Genesee County Sheriff Sergeant. He pleaded guilty to first-degree aggravated manslaughter in the death of Sergeant Thomas Sanfratello outside of Batavia Downs. Elmore now faces 10 to 20 years in prison. His girlfriend, Lindsay Wilcox, is set to be sentenced January 21st, and we'll bring you the details of his sentencing later today. And you'll remember that's the case where they got into a fight at Batavia Downs inside of the facility, and then it extended out in the parking lot, and the sergeant unfortunately passed away in that incident. But we'll have more on the sentencing later today. But another thing that's getting a lot of talk, leaders are also giving insight on those mysterious drones we've heard about for the past few weeks, mainly in New Jersey. But Governor Phil Murphy says he wants his state to be able to deploy drone detecting devices and take action on their own. He said they have found little to no evidence of anything threatening or nefarious. And Murphy went on to say that he's calling for Congress to let his state authorities deal with the drones. However, a final decision rests with the federal government. Now, despite the governor's comments, people still want to know what they are, where they came from, and listen to what some witnesses had to say.
Definitely tracking me. It stayed on me for a period of time. It's definitely off-putting.
How do you tell it's not a plane?
If you see it hovering, if you see it moving in an erratic way.
Listening for the jet engines, things like that, to try to eliminate things that are potentially airplanes or military aircraft. I feel frustrated. I mean, I think we deserve answers.
I look to my left and I see two big drones. They were propeller driven, going very slowly.
You know what I can't help but think of right now, watching that guy in the car?
Right.
Is Richard Dreyfuss looking at a road map in Indiana, and then what looks like lights come up behind him,
Yep.
and then it rises. Do, 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 do.
Oh, yeah.
Close Encounters, remember that?
Encounters of the third kind.
Because you get these lights chasing this guy.
But it stands to reason. You wonder about this. Just a few weeks ago, my wife and I were out in the car in the yard, and we look up, and there are 3 drones.
No way.
In the skies over Kenmore, just kind of slowly hovering over. And my first thought was, is it something out of the Niagara Falls Air Base? Because they are using the military drones out of Niagara Falls.
Okay.
But those are big military drones. They look like planes.
Okay.
They're just pilotless planes.
Right.
But these ones, you wonder how long they've been up there, and we just, oh, look at lights in the sky.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, the fact that there were so many coming off the ocean, apparently, in New Jersey, made the whole thing just, something didn't smell right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And Governor Hochul actually issued a statement saying that they're taking it seriously as well. But we'll keep on that, and hopefully we have an answer. I just wonder that, if they say there's nothing out of the ordinary, they're not dangerous, but we don't know what they are.
Right.
Okay, well, hopefully we have an answer soon.
Yeah, more questions came out of that answer than answers.
Yes, exactly right. And hopefully we have an answer to the Sabres' troubles tonight as well. They're up in Montreal preparing in the face of the Canadiens. They'll be looking to try and snap their 10-game losing skid. Players and coaches have been pretty open about the team's struggles.
We can do this. This is hard right now. We got to do it together. But we got to believe in how we need to play to get the job done.
Yeah, just a tough stretch. We got to be better defensively when they're feeling good and rolling around in the ozone and got those 3 goals. And got to find a way to get some more offense in the third.
And hold a lead. That was after the team lost its game to the Maple Leafs, letting them score 3 goals in 2.5 minutes and eventually losing the game. They had the lead, a 2-goal lead twice in that game. So what has the team done since then to try and correct the problem? According to a report from Hockey Insider Frank Saravelli, the Sabres didn't hold practice yesterday. Instead, they were up in Montreal and they met with team owner Terry Pegula and general manager Kevin Adams. The message Saravelli reported was, quote, "We believe in you. We believe the solution is within this room," end quote.
Okay, who was the coach before Granato? What was his name that was here briefly?
Well, Phil Housley was
No,
here.
before, the guy that was a former soccer guy, then he became a coach for like half a season.
Oh, yeah.
What was his name?
He wasn't a...
He wasn't even a hockey. But
yeah. They've had so many over the years.
There was a guy, it was a guy that came in right before Granato.
Right.
And they had a losing streak while he was here. Was it longer than this one? Wasn't it like 18 or?
Yeah, they had quite a long losing streak. They've also had winning streaks in the midst there. They're just so up and down. And, for the owner to come to Montreal and say, no big trades are in the works, settle down. I think they're just trying to settle down the team because, as soon as one goal goes in, the nerves perk up. They start gripping the stick, and you can see the wheels fall off.
Well, then, like you said, I think from a mental standpoint, maybe it was kind of nice to say, listen, this team, we're not doing anything with the team right now. You guys are fine. We believe in you. Because I think it gets in your head when all you're doing is losing. Then you start, like you said, you play tight, you play stiff, you don't feel at ease and loose, and you're kind of paranoid.
It happens quickly because a season in college where we went 1-24.
Oh.
So, it's tough to snap out of that skid. So, But hopefully tonight in Montreal, face off at 7 o'clock. We'll share the Golden Eagle woes for another show. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Daybreak Plus.